It's time. It's time, right? We've buried it long enough. So I want y'all to know. Before I hand over the floor to my beautiful sister, that I feel vindication. That's all I want y'all to know. I feel real vindication here, right? If you've been with us since episode 1, you know the game, you know the hustle. Angel freaking Reese, my future Liberty center, who I have told y'all I will never. I don't even understand. People were sending me these articles and stuff, right? And I was like, have you ever referenced yourself to the podcast, the TLD District, available on YouTube everywhere? I have told you guys, I will never hate Angel Reese.
Ever.
They could never get me to hate her. This article did nothing to me. It did nothing to me but vindicate me. As I have told you guys that the Chicago Sky is an unserious organization.
Yeah.
They are failing my sis, Angel Reese. Y'all heard this. And they don't even know the level of failure of my sis that they are doing. But, there is one who knows the failure of my sis that the Chicago Sky is doing. And guess who that is? Her name is Angel Reese. Listen,
right.
Angel Reese. Angel Reese. Big gangster, by the way. Big AR-5, as they call her in these streets. You know me? The Bayou Barbie, the Chi-Town Barbie. Listen.
Which she took out of her bio, by the way.
Hey, gang, let me tell you something. I told you niggas. Y'all just thought that Angel was pussy. Like, that's how I feel. My main take is that the Chicago Sky thought that Angel Reese was pussy. They thought she was pussy. They thought that they could just sit here and win 23 games in 2 years. And Angel Reese, habitual winner, national champion, by the way, most outstanding player. Y'all thought she was going to be good with this. Here's the thing. This is what the WNBA has to prepare themselves for, because there are multiple young women that are going to come up into the league, and that's just not about to be dealing with being a bum for 4 years. Like, I'm here for it. The spots are way too limited. We're not talking about a 30-team league. We're talking about a 13-team league today, which will be an 18-team league by 2030. That's still not enough spots in basketball for you to be sitting here playing in my face on my rookie contract. I'm sorry. So because Chicago Sky, you thought I, Angel Reese, was pussy, now I have to let you know that I, Angel Reese, am not pussy.
Right.
And I love her for that. I truly love her for making the decision to be like, yo, listen, I don't like how y'all think I'm pussy. Because that's all I heard. I'm not gonna lie to you. There were words. There were talk of these things, and I go, okay, cool. These are words. Maybe they might seem a little inflammatory towards specific teammates. But all I kept hearing was, the Chicago Sky think I'm pussy. And I just need to let them know that I'm not pussy. And on that note, the floor is yours.
I've been waiting for this for a while, yo. I've been waiting for this for a while because I've just never, ever in my entire life ever seen a team. Well, I actually have, but I've never seen it to this young. What are you doing, Chicago Sky? What is going through your brain? This is your franchise player. Your franchise player. Angel Reese is the future. Angel Reese is the future. The future is Angel Reese. Everybody knows that. Everyone knows that. except Chicago, I think. Just the Sky organization in general. Nothing she said was wrong, yo. I think that needs to be clear. I am going to quote what she said. She said, quote, "I am not settling for the same shit we did this year." Mind you, the Chicago Sky went 1-12 without Angel Reese. 1-12. They barely won a game without Angel Reese on the court. She said, "I'm not settling for the same things this year." Because what did the Chicago do to build around their star player this year? Nothing. They put their hope in freaking Courtney Vandersloot. Listen, y'all, as a Liberty fan, we know that's a terrible decision. Terrible decision.
Can I just cut you off real quick?
Please.
Listen, yo, Courtney Vandersloot. Hold up. I need to find my tweet. When I saw that Courtney Vandersloot had commented was tight, by the way. Like it wasn't even like she wasn't tight. Like she heard what she said.
She was mad, yo.
Said, yo, Shorty said my name? Why? Yo, I was in tears. I really was in the most tears I've ever been in a while when I saw this tweet from Courtney Vandersloot. Here's 5 days ago. 5 days ago, Courtney Vandersloot are returning as the Sky point guard next season. Contrary to what people say or think, my age is actually not a factor. I am coming back. At Frostbite Guru. 20 minutes later on this same tweet. This is Underdog WNBA at Underdog WNBA. By the way, if you want to find it. Ham Van Dam at Frostbite Guru says, Courtney Vandersloot is not good at basketball anymore. I saw it firsthand for 2 years. Pre-ACL tear. So we're talking about a 34-year-old Courtney Vandersloot.
No. Shane, she's 37.
Today.
She's 37.
No, she's 37. I'm saying when I saw that Courtney Vandersloot was
when we were watching her, yes,
with some dirt. She was 34 and 35. At 35.
Listen, Courtney, you should have retired last year. I felt like this was karma. You tearing your ACL. Sit your ass down. You're done. You should have retired off of a ring. You had a ring. Go sit down. Retire. Call it a day. Go live life with your wife in your penthouse in Chicago and have a good time. Right? Be a Sue Bird. Bird's just at the games. Just vibing.
Chilling. Her and Megan.
Just vibing. Comes to all the games she wants to come. That's what you could have been. You could have retired a Liberty legend. But no. You had to go back to your roots. Okay. And then you tear your ACL. Okay. Fine. Realistically, sweetheart, you're dirt. You're dirt. I watched you be dirt. I watched it for a long time. So much so, Leone had to come and take your place.
Yeah.
So Angel Reese saying that we cannot put our trust in an old lady coming off of an ACL tear does not sound crazy to me.
That's logic.
It just makes sense.
Courtney Vandersloot being the name in question. Like some people did compare Angel's comments to like what Asia said, what you said earlier with Asia about how like, yo, don't fucking come back. And it was like Angel doesn't have the cachet to do what Asia did, which fair. But also Courtney Vandersloot being the name in question is like, okay, like, all right. What
Y'all just don't want to admit she's right. Y'all just don't want to admit she's right.
Now we're
just hating. Like to me, it's like we're dying on the Courtney Vandersloot hill. Like that was got me.
You can't. I wouldn't. Not at 37 with a bum leg. What are we doing? That's the serious plan.
We can't rely on that. We can't rely on that. Mind you, when they go to interviews, brother, they have representatives from their team in the interviews. She didn't go by herself. This went through publication.
Yeah, and they approved it.
They approved it to go out. Right? The Atlantic, I think that was who published it, or the Tribune. Someone, whoever published it. Yep, Chicago Tribune. There we go. They literally said the Sky okayed this article. And this gets me to my next point. A suspension for half a game? Oh, you must think I'm a bitch, is what I would think. And Angel did exactly what I did. So let's be clear. I lost fantasy on principle. I lost it on principle. Because the Chicago Sky decided to screw me out of winning first place. I didn't even have a chance, yo. If Angel Reese is not playing, I have no chance of winning. I put my entire plan into Angel Reese, and I built around her, as the Chicago Sky should have done, but they did not. I was relying on Aaliyah Boston.
Wait, tell the people, the fantasy team, you was 8-0. You was 8-0 before the injury.
Before the back injury. 8-0 before the back injury.
Unbeatable.
It was a direct correlation.
Unbeatable even. Seriously.
I was dusting people, y'all. Everybody taking names. My fantasy name is Infinity Stones. If you like Marvel, you know exactly why. Because I was Thanos in that bitch, collecting wins like it was nothing. Yeah. Do you know that Thanos won 14 million times?
Yeah.
14 million times. And the one time he didn't win, niggas had to go back in time to beat him. Yeah. Like, Chicago not understanding that they have a gold mine is mind-boggling to me. Or they just don't care. I don't know what it is. But for you to penalize your star player the way that they did so publicly. Yeah. They talking about we handled it in-house and moving on. Handled it in-house. You put out a public statement. So much so that fans are just going to your games to put the sign Free Angel up. Like, do y'all understand what y'all have done? You have completely shattered your organization. How do you come back from this? I don't see coming back from this. As I was doing my research today, there is an article that just dropped about the GM saying that he has great conversations with Angel Reese daily. I also had great conversations with my coach daily when I was in college, and I hated his guts. I think Angel Reese needs to go. I think she needs to run as far and fast as possible. To me, this would show me that I have to go. You have unserious teammates. You got people, and I'm talking to you, Rachel. You got people talking about, I'm too old for this. If I was younger, I would be mad. What are you even talking about? You guys suck. Like, have some competitive spirit in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a basketball player on a team, if your best player tells you to get it together, you have to look around and be like, damn, maybe we got to get it together. It's not personal. You know what I'm saying? They took basketball and made it so personal, which every basketball player knows that is the worst thing you can do. That's the worst thing you can do. She ain't call nobody out their name. She could have said that they suck. She really would have been valid to say this team freaking sucks. She didn't even say that. She says that I want to be better. I love this team and this place so much. I want to stay. But if they don't make decisions, and let's look at the past. They have not made decisions. And if we saw the draft, we all watched the draft this year. Who did we get? Who did the Sky get? Haley
Van Lille.
They traded their pick for Ariel freaking Atkins.
Which is crazy. Like, I just feel like that's just not talked about enough. When was Ariel Atkins ever this tough? Like,
but I'm like, if you are, let's look at who's coming up, right? Who is in this draft? You could have had Sonia.
Yeah.
But no, you have Ariel Atkins. You are not building around Angel Reese. You are not doing what the Indiana Fever did. Indiana Fever went all in on Caitlin Clark. All in, as they should. And they went all in on Aaliyah Boston as well, because that was talked about. Aaliyah Boston was their first pick the year before CC came. And they said, wow, we suck so bad, we're going to get the first round pick again.
Yeah.
Then we're going to give you Aaliyah Boston, one of the best shooters to ever shoot a basketball in college basketball. And then you know what they said? Both of our first round picks, our number 1 picks. We're going to give you Natasha Howard. We're going to keep Kelsey Mitchell. We're going to do all these things so that we're a successful basketball team. The Chicago Sky told Angel Reese to go suck it. That's what they told her. That's what it felt like to me. And I felt her calling them out on it was the most gangster thing she could have done. Mind you, people are hating about that. Let's get into our big hater, Candace Parker. CP.
Vindication.
I like, you know what's crazy? CP used to be my GOAT. She used to be my GOAT. She did. I love Candace Parker. I used to love Candace Parker. She went to Chicago and won a championship in 1 year. If that's not GOAT behavior, I don't know what is. Right? Like, Candace Parker, please, 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 from everyone, shut the fuck up. Shut up and take Angel Reese's name out of your mouth. It's literally for clicks at this point. It's for clicks. You're just trolling. She said to keep it in-house. You can't say those things. Shut up. What do you want her to do? The Sparks, you're talking about the Sparks. The Sparks sucked. Maybe if you would have said something in their last few years, maybe they wouldn't have sucked so bad. Right? Like... And then we have Angel McCarthy. Don't get me started on Angel McCarthy. First of all, I would feel insulted. I would feel insulted if one of my teammates was like, "Yo, here's $10,000. Yo, my bad."
Because you're poor.
You suck.
Not only because you're poor. No, because that's what she said, right? Like she literally basically said, yo, be a charity because clearly they're not playing well enough because they ain't getting no money. So instead of their employer giving them more money, how about you overcompensate for your team? Mind you, you're a sophomore in the league, not a vet at all. Not at all. Nah, you should handle that. Listen, man. Oh, man. Angel is... And this big Angel,
better than me.
Angel. Little Angel better than me, because if Big Angel would have said that, she'd have got cussed out on the internet. I ain't even gonna lie to you. She got cussed out on the internet. And if I was anybody in that locker room, I'd be like, why she said we poor?
Yo,
that's crazy.
That's crazy. She said y'all need some change, something to make you smile a little bit. Yo, the reality of it is that the Chicago Sky, the way the Aces need Asia Wilson, the Chicago Sky need Angel Reese. Yeah. If I'm any other team in the league, if I am the Valkyrie, if I am the Dallas Wings, if I am the Storm, I am sending everyone, absolutely everyone. Anyone that the Chicago Sky wanted for Angel Reese. If I'm Dallas, if I'm Paige, I'm texting Angel like, girl, come on. Come on. Who do we have to send to get you? We'll send the whole team. The whole team.
Yeah. I said
Angel Reese out of Chicago. And you know what? Chicago has a bad history. Courtney Williams has said she will never, ever want to play. Sylvia Fowles, shout out Sylvia Fowles, just made it into the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Just said she will never, ever want to play ever for the Chicago Sky. They are known to have bad.
Retired.
They are known to have a bad front office.
She retired.
And to me, Angel Reese looked around and said, oh, y'all want me to be a loser. They haven't made the playoffs the first time in 7 years, like the past 2 years, and you have a cash cow in Angel Reese. And not only do you have a cash cow, she's very good at the game of basketball.
Thoroughly.
She is a generational rebounder. It's why I love some of the nice vets in the league. I listened to point guard Chelsea Gray talk about her, who was her point guard in Unrivaled, and she said that she has watched her be a generational player. Generational player. And I said hats off to Chelsea Gray, because this is sometimes you don't hear the positive about Angel Reese enough. Like, we are watching hating. Like, this is like the definition of haters around. And I'm like, it's so sad when your own family is haters. That locker room, if you're Chicago, you either have to get rid of the whole locker room or get rid of Angel Reese.
Yeah.
I don't care that this guy is saying that he has daily good conversations with Angel. I don't care about that. Angel needs to request a trade. And I think that that's just real. Or that maybe they allow her to be taken in the expansion draft. I don't know. There are options, obviously, but
that's not on the board.
I don't think that's happening either. But you have to, and I'm really talking to Dallas because I want to see Paige Becker succeed. I like watching Paige. I can't lie. She's just so fun to watch, and she needs a big. And if I'm Kamila, I might try to attach myself along to Angel Reese too.
Hey, come get me too. Come get me too. Please.
Like, girl, you better tell
You're
her.
not leaving me here with these bums. That's what she about to say. You are not leaving me here with these bums.
Like,
you might, hey, go ahead and tell them that's for two. Hey, man, let me say this, man. We can move on. We can move on, Angel.
We can move on. Yeah, I can go on for hours about this dumb team.
Vindication
for sure.
Candace, just some notes. Candace Parker, while saying to keep it in the house, once told the Aces when they got there, that's the first time she ever got a locker. She never had a locker in Chicago. She's from Chicago, by the way. She says never had a locker with the Sparks. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of things that you put out into the atmosphere. Candace Parker is also not one to hold her tongue when it comes to bullshit. So, like, all these things are hilarious when it comes coming out of the mouth of Candace Parker. But as y'all know, as I've told y'all, big hater Candace Parker. She's always been the biggest hater.
If you genuinely feel that way too, text her.
Yeah. She's hilarious. I just want to put that out there for Candace Parker. 2, Angel Reese. Like I said, they'll never get me to hate you.
Never.
I just feel like at some point in time, like, hey, the problem with the WNBA right now is that they're ill prepared to deal with the type of athlete that's getting ready to come into the league and that's ready in the league, and that starts with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. I think that they were the inception point in a sense where you're walking around with 2 athletes whose brand is bigger than the league. So if you have 2 athletes whose brand is bigger than the league, you should be incentivized to do whatever the fuck they want, honestly. Because what you're really looking at is 2 case studies of a team who did whatever the fuck they want for Caitlin Clark, which, whether good or bad, is the decision you make from a business standpoint, and a team that did not do whatever the fuck they want with Angel Reese, because whether in itself makes me feel like y'all don't really think Angel Reese is that good anyway. No. Which also makes me feel like you've listened to a lot of the rhetoric surrounding Angel Reese, and this is your fucking teammate. This is your fucking player. You get what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, if you don't understand influence, then you really don't understand what the fuck is going on. Angel Reese's brand is bigger than the WNBA. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Like, it is what it is.
The Barbie.
I give you Asia Wilson's brand is now currently bigger than the WNBA, but that happened like through time. Like, we're like year 9 with Asia Wilson, and now niggas is knowing that she's GOAT wide. I ain't talking about Breonna Stewart is bigger than Breonna Stewart, and Fee Collier is bigger than WNBA too. Like, but also that came with time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is real time that people had to put blood, sweat, and tears. Like, Breonna Stewart had to be a 4-time champion, 3 times. You get what I'm saying? Like, to have the equity to do what she needs to do. Asia got to be the greatest basketball player ever. You get what I'm saying? Like, to do what she has to do. When you look at these young women that's coming in, like, with brands, I'm talking about, and this is what I'm saying. Like, the WNBA operates like a league that has their shit together, and that don't make sense to me because y'all don't. You're literally you're operating off vibes, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think is a great thing, actually. I think that you are allowing yourself to be amenable to a lot of the mistakes that the NBA made, because they have 75 years of fucking history and data. Like, but you're at 30 years. You're at your inception point here. You're gonna have an injuries here. You have to recognize who the fuck you're dealing with here. Like, this is not, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that it was so, and it feels disrespectful to me, which is why I'm always gonna be on Angel's side, because at some point in time, why did you not think that I got niggas for real? You get what I'm saying?
Yo.
Like, and that's just the truth. Like, I got people. I'm polarizing. You have a polarizing player here. Like, we'll say here, we could clip this up. This Angel Reese. Angel Reese is gonna do numbers. Just like Kayla Clark's gonna do numbers. Kayla might do more numbers, but that don't diminuate the impact of what an Angel Reese type impact looks like, because that's what it looks like. Whether good or bad, people are going to talk about her. So regardless of the situation, you as the Sky, this is why it's unfortunate, right? Because a lot of the rhetoric in the draft and stuff like that, Angel, she's not that good, this, that, and the third, that she wasn't able to go to an organization that was going to nurture her and put her in a position to be great. Because at the end of the day,
number 7.
if we talk about 13 franchises in the WNBA, the absolute worst franchise you could have went to was the Chicago Sky. 13 out of 13. Legitimately, last year, 12 out of 12 is the worst franchise you could have possibly went to. They have a terrible history with their players. Terrible history with their players. The problem is that the Chicago Sky thought that Angel Reese was pussy. Like, I keep coming back to that, because at its core, you didn't think I was that good. And you don't have to say this out loud, obviously. Like, you don't have to say this out loud. Through your actions, you were showing me that you don't think, one, I was that good. Two, you fired my coach, who I loved, in Teaspoon.
Teaspoon, yep.
Like everything you've done since game 1 is to alienate me as Angel Reese. Like, that's how, like, everything you've done. So at some point in time, I gotta feel some type of way. At some point in time, I gotta feel some type of way, and I do. If I'm Angel Reese, and I do, because at the end of the day, regardless how you feel, teams don't feel your teammates don't feel this way, that third. Every time I see Angel Reese play, or she's giving an interview in the public, whatever she's doing in private, that's on her. She got to handle that. But every time she bigging up her teammates, this, that, and the third, her and Camila's the skyscrapers, this, that, and the third. Everybody and their mother could see all year they have no fucking point guard. You got your two best players on bigs. You have no point guard. What are you doing? What are you doing? You let Ari McDonald go through the waivers without them picking it up. You let Odyssey Sims go through the waivers without them getting picked up. These are point guards, veteran point guards that been in the league for some while, that still have some youth on them, but could at least get you to a point where you feel good about yourself going into the offseason. What does Chicago feel good about?
I just want to say, brother, they also gave their first round pick, their first ownership to none other the Minnesota fucking Lynx.
Yes,
for 2026. So I can understand why Angel feels this is a little bleak. The future's looking a little bleak.
So basically you're asking me, as Chicago, with terrible reputation. First, you have a terrible reputation. Don't trade no fucking picks, bro. You gotta convince people to stay there for a while, at least 4 years. Don't trade no fucking picks. You know who trades picks? The Aces. You know who trades picks? The Lynx. You know who trades picks? The Liberty. Those are the teams that you be like, all right, you can trade them picks. Phoenix can trade picks. You don't trade picks as Chicago. What are you doing? You traded picks. You traded one for Ariel Atkins, aka Sonia Citron, who's run up for the Rookie of the Year. That would have got you at least a fucking shooting guard. You get what I'm saying? You could have had Georgia. You could have had Georgia. That would have got you a point guard. You didn't want you sort of the talent coming in. I'm not giving up no picks for the next 8 years. Like, I'm just being honest with you. If I'm any team, until we get to 18 teams, no picks is getting done. No picks, because everybody's gonna age out of your program. You need youth. Right. You need youth more than ever. You want to talk about you said in second and third round picks, Holmes and shit like that. Hey, dog, I'm gonna let you know right now. It's about to be crazy in the league for the next 6 years. You better not let no fucking people in their rookie contracts. Are you crazy? No. Are you crazy? So I'm Angel to wrap this up. Like, hey, this is some bullshit. Like, this is like, and because you think I'm pussy, I'm not gonna say anything about it. But honestly and truly, if I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it and I'm Angel Reese, maybe me specifically, I probably would have kept it to myself. But Angel Reese is not pussy. Like, she's not. Like, and I'm not saying if she would have kept it to herself, she was pussy either. But I'm just saying she has now informed the public.
Right.
that niggas is playing with me.
The sink is shipping.
Yeah.
And they proved her right, bro. They proved her right.
That's what you're vindication.
For half a game. You know why? We said we actually can't afford to sit you the whole game, so we're just gonna suspend you for half the game. But she said, nah, I'm done for the season.
I'm good. And I would have been done too. Because what are we doing here? We're being silly.
I'm not gonna get hurt.
We're being silly. That's how I feel. We're being silly and I'm not doing anything. All right, Angel, I love you. I'll see you in 3 years.
Yeah, future lib. Don't you worry, girl.
It's C4 Grim. I'll see you in 3 years.
I'm telling you, I know Joe got a plan to get her. Yeah. I know Joe got a plan to get her.
Yeah, Joe's high. Listen, private jet. Yo, Joe know that Angel got a little bit expensive taste. We gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. All right, Joe, we gonna get it done. Listen. What the youth say? Hashtag soon. Hashtag soon. Hashtag noticing.
Don't worry, girl. We're on our way. We gonna save you.
We coming to save you. the Barclays is comfortable.
Hey, listen. They are voted. New York Liberty is voted the best sports. Number one. The best out of all sports, out of all men and women's sports. The best experience. The best experience.
We'll get it done. We'll get it done.